Hello friends, this is the Sun Woman. Thank you for stopping in at my channel for your new moon readings for the new moon in Scorpio, which is covering the period from November 18th through to December 18th. Thank you so much for everyone who has ordered a subscriber gift reading. I am so grateful for all of my subscribers, and it's wonderful meeting new people as well as connecting with my current clients. Thank you again for all of your support. This month I'm going to be using a new format so we can concentrate on the cards and not so much on the shuffling and the dealing. This is going to cover the period that I mentioned, and this is for for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I actually just did Taurus. So Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So, Gemini, I want to just let you know that Mercury, your ruling planet, is going to be going retrograde from December 2nd through to December 24th. So, anytime our ruling planets go backwards, it's a time for us to really kind of pull back a little bit, not try and move forward with new plans or new opportunities. Just kind of sit back and review the things that we've done already, reconnect with people from our past, and just rewind and go over things that we've already created or that we've already put into motion. Make sure that those plans or those projects are solid, those foundations are solid. And then when the planet Mercury moves forward again at the end of the month, it's time to move forward with the energy of Mercury behind you to get things moving and start making gradual progress, okay? Often there's a surge of energy when Mercury goes forward and offers are coming through, information's coming through, people want to connect. So you can look forward to that, but in the meantime, we want to do all the re's, okay? Rewind, review, reconnect. So looking at the cards here, we have the Six of Coins in the past, the Four of Coins covering you in the present, the Seven of Wands in the future, Three of Cups ruling external influences, the Eight of Swords is your obstacles, and the Moon is the outcome, with the Page of Swords as your advice card. And we have two oracle cards, change and limitations. So here's the message that I'm getting for you, Geminis. I feel like you have been giving to a lot of people, giving yourself generously, really sharing your knowledge, your skill, your money, your time, sharing a big part of yourself to those who have needed your help, needed your assistance. And while this is good for the soul, and it's important to do that because we have to feed our connections and we are all truly responsible for each other, the downside of that is that you could be drained right now, and you could be looking back on all of the giving that you have done and feel as though you have not gotten in return equal to what you've been giving out. And you want to now, at this point, you're being very cautious and you're being very protective now about all of those resources that you have provided to others. So whether it's your money, whether it is your possessions, whether it's your time, your energy, whether it is your skills, all of those things, I feel like you are now pulling back and holding these things very close to your chest, okay? The Six of Pentacles is all that generosity in the past. The Four of Pentacles, though, is us holding on to things. Now, there could be some fears here as far as your financial situation. Some of you may have worries and concerns about finances and about where the money is going to come from, about how you're going to be maybe recompensated for what you have already given out or lended. And I feel as though in the near future, with the Seven of Wands here talking about the mid part of December, you're going to kind of be fighting people off, literally and figuratively, as far as not allowing people to really put a lot of demands on you, on your time and on your energies. And I think that's going to be important for you to do that. in order to rebalance yourself. So Mercury retrograde is definitely a time for you to really focus on your own needs and get enough sleep. Make sure that you're eating right. Make sure you're exercising. Making sure that you're meditating and just spending time with yourself, reconnecting with yourself, all right? Not just others, but reconnecting with who you are and what your needs and your desires are. Now, you don't want to be so self-concerned that you isolate people, or or the people that are around you can't connect with you. So don't be so concerned that you are going to lose more, or that you're going to be needing to give more, that you don't continue to nurture those relationships and those partnerships, those connections that are so vital really for our existence, because no woman and no man is an island. All right. But again, I do see you fighting off demands for your time and attention, for your resources, and really focusing on trying to build your own foundation, build your own sense of security. Some of you may have concerns right now about a home situation, your home, your apartment, where you're living. Some of you are in desperate need to move or to find a new place. And some of you may be dealing with people that you are living with who are putting a lot of demands on you, and you're just, frankly, you want your own space. You want your own corner of the sky, okay? And you're tired of fighting, I think, for those of you who, have been having some conflict and some difficult relationships with those around you. Now, the obstacle here, I'm just going to jump over to the Eight of Swords. The obstacle here is that you are feeling that you're trapped in a situation. But understand that when the Eight of Swords comes up, it talks about perceived limitations, perceived, prison that you may feel you are in. You are not just a body, but you are a mind and a spirit. So if you're in a situation where you can't move right now, or you can't, get out of the space that you're in to expand externally from you, then use this time to expand in other ways. Use this time to grow and stretch out in other ways, which could be intellectually, mentally, okay? If there's something that you've been wanting to learn or increase your knowledge of, learn new skills, just fortify your mind and your intelligence, then take this time to do that, okay? Good books, a seminar, online courses, whatever resources you have where you can grow yourself within the limitations that you may feel around you. The limitation card is here from the Tao Oracle, so that is also putting an emphasis on perceived boundaries that you have, but it is saying, exactly what I said to you, that this period can be used as a time of self-discipline. Okay, finding that discipline within yourself to learn and grow and create change that you're able to actually create right now. Within this sense of limitation, you have the ability to practice something. If it's a skill, practice it. If it is knowledge, increase that knowledge. Build up your energies. And cultivating patience is going to be very, very important during this time, because you're giving in other connections, and our connections, whether they be lovers, friends, business associates, relatives, people are there to help us learn patience and cultivate patience, because you have to be able to deal with people. You have to be able to get along with people in order to really to have a full life, to have a community around you. You have to, we all belong to a social contract where we may not feel like dealing with others, but we do have to, and we have to in a certain way that is peaceful and that is harmonious and that avoids conflict. Okay. So you're asked to, be mature about your relationships, be introspective about yourself, about what you can put into motion now that's not going to require aggressive action, okay? Because your ruler is moving backwards. I feel that, with the Page of Swords here, you're definitely being asked to scrutinize, to keep an eye out for information, to kind of lay back in the cut, lay back in the background and watch what people do, watch what people say, see what others have to offer you. There are always going to be those who are not as aware as you are, or that you and I are, of the planetary movements. People don't know about Mercury retrograde, or they may not believe it, or they may not, give any credence to astrology or some of the things that we believe in. So they're going to do what they're going to do. And this is a good period to kind of check people out and see who puts their foot in their mouth, see who has a uplifting message for you, see who is out there that may not necessarily have your best interests at heart. The Three of Cups is here in the area that rules external influences around you. Now, with the Three of Cups there, it's next to the Seven of Wands and the Eight of Swords. So yes, the Three of Cups can talk about celebrations, parties, having a good time, socializing, connecting with other people, joyous, celebrations. So definitely in this holiday season that we're in, it is very possible that the people around you are going to be much more focused on those elements of life, while you are focused on, trying to hold on to money and figure out where money's coming from and build your own foundation. If you are fortunate enough to be financially comfortable, then you're looking toward the future. You're looking toward practical things. And other people may not have that frame of mind right now. Okay, that's nothing wrong with that, but there could be a conflict there, and you don't want to feed into that conflict. So keep to yourself. Let them do them, and you do you. Now, there is the possibility with Three of Cups there that there could be someone or a group of people, two or more people, who may have you on their lips, okay? And when I say that, I'm talking about gossip. I'm talking about, really talking about you very specifically, talking about your private affairs. So you want to, with the Page of Swords there, you want to be very private. You don't want to communicate your inner thoughts or your plans with many people right now. Maybe just a trusted friend, but I would even just keep your plans and the things that you have going on in your mind that you're planning on setting into motion, keep them to yourself for now through the month of December, because things could slip out that anyone who doesn't have your good intentions could use against you. Information could slip out accidentally from you or from people that you've confided in that could put you in a compromising situation or increase your sense of frustration. The moon is here. Okay, so we can't ignore the fact that the moon can indicate undercover activity going on, people doing things behind the scenes. And with this configuration of the Seven of Wands, the Three of Cups, Eight of Swords, and the moon, I definitely feel like there may be people around you who would love to get a juicy tidbit of information about you and let everybody else know. And that could undermine your plans. It could undermine things that you have carefully set into motion. So I would say definitely keep your business to yourself this month, okay? But the change card is here, and it is saying that, yes, change is coming. Regardless of the sense of limitations that you may be feeling right now, change is coming for you. Sometimes change is difficult. Sometimes it comes as a result of conflict. Sometimes it comes very slowly and it's painful, the way that when we want to move fast. But don't worry about timing this month. The key here is allowing situations to develop and come to fruition, monitoring people, watching the people around you very carefully, keeping your plans and your goals to yourself, and waiting until the end of the month before you come out, with your all this illumination that the moon has brought to you, and all of this deeper understanding. The moon is psychic abilities as well, your intuition. So let your intuition work overtime for you. That energy is here for you to tap into, but you can only tap into your intuition when you allow yourself to be still and to reconnect with yourself and your higher mind. Okay, so don't fear stillness. Stillness is a key and a gift for you this month. All right, Gemini. One more thing here. When I was shuffling the deck, the Justice card popped out. So some of you may be involved in a legal situation. If that is the case, I would apply everything that I said to that. Don't let people know what you have going on undercover. Keep your plans to yourself. Only confide in someone that you trust. There may be people around you who are working to undermine your case. If you have a legal case, could be, I think it's a group of people, 2 to 3 people that could be trying to discredit you in some way. But the only way that they'll be able to do that is if you give them material to do it with. Okay? So I want you to be careful of that, and I want you to make sure that you are getting as much information as you possibly can to help support your case and support your arguments if this is a legal situation. Okay, as far as romantic, I don't think that many of you are concentrating that much on romance this month. I think it is really all about putting yourself in a secure position. And other people will be concentrating on romance. Some of you may receive some offers to hang out, to go out, to socialize. And again, with the holiday season here, you can definitely take advantage of that. You may meet someone that's, very stimulating. But also with the moon here, be careful of who you are connecting with, because there may be things unseen that they're not telling you. Okay? All right, my Geminis, blessings to you. I wish you all good things, love, peace, and joy. Please contact me for a private reading. My new past life reading is really compelling. And of course, you have the regular 60 to 90-minute general readings on whatever topics you choose. Thank you so much, and I bid you all namaste.